Hello, my witchy friends. It's Victory ASMR, and I'm joined today by a rather feisty representative Figment for a special announcement. He's not very excited, he's kind of bored, so I'm gonna have to entertain him while I talk to you about this. Have you ever wanted to work on your witchcraft skills, your candle magic, your spell work, your practice in general? Have you been curious about the library of a witchcraft historian? Or do you want to see some of the books that I recommend or don't recommend? Like this one, some dubious guides to witchcraft from the 90s, for example. Do you want to learn more about different types of witchcraft from all over the world, like Eastern Europe, for example? Or do you want to receive handwritten snail mail from Figbury Witch herself up to 4 times a year, delivered right to your door, and all sorts of little giveaways, trinkets? This is my sticker box, so lots and lots of stickers would be sent your way and appear at your door. Or do you just want to see life updates from me, learn what it's like to be a witchcraft historian, or support an academic in her work to preserve folklore and traditions around witchcraft for years to come? Well, I've looked into the crystal ball. I've done some scrying. I've looked and I've looked and I've looked. And what I found is interesting. It looks as though I have finally created a Patreon. I'm thrilled to share this with all of you. I've created 3 tiers with some lovely artwork, if I do say so myself. The first tier is only $3.50 USD per month, and it gets you lots of exclusive content, videos, audios, ad-free versions of my videos, and tons of historical blogs on my research. The second tier is Witchiest Friend, and it's only $12 a month, and you get 1 seasonal mail out sent to you, and you're entered into draws and things for giveaways, Q&As, and you get to vote on content that you'd like to see. And this is really where you become a super important supporter of the work that I do on this channel, and you not only keep the channel alive, but you keep me healthy and well. And then there's the highest tier, Figbury's Familiars, which is $35 USD, and I do 4 seasonal mailouts. So you get one at Yule and a bunch of other Sabbats, and you get your name in a video. So you'll be in the description, and I'll also try and say your name as many times as I can remember in a video. So that is the basic tier structure and layout. And I've gotten so many inquiries about, what is a witchcraft historian? How do I get this job? How do I do what you do? And part of the Patreon is answering that question and giving you a more personal glimpse into my work, what I do to preserve folklore and culture, and how I go about, doing these things on a daily basis. So I'm hoping this is a space for all of us to build a strong community. And there's a couple of posts up already. My first exclusive video is how to craft magical herb bundles. You can preview it. And then I'm starting to add ad-free versions of the videos as we speak. And here's a preview of the herb bundles that I make. This is a video that I put great care into. I teach you how to make your own and tell you all about the folklore surrounding the herbs that I use. So for the rest of the video, I thought it'd be nice to have a little cup of tea and hang out and tell you about some of the plans that I have for the Patreon in the coming months. I've actually mapped out multiple months of plans, so there's a lot of content coming your way very soon. So I'm gonna make a little cup of this mugwort tea in this lovely Knock Thrice mug that I was given by my lovely friend Nora. But as a small YouTuber, I feel like we've been able to grow a lovely organic community, like of just other like-minded people. And I'd really like a smaller, more intimate space for us to hang out. And so far, that's what the Patreon has been. I announced it on my Instagram and also on the community tab, and we've already got some witchy friends joining us, so this is really exciting. I find that some of my long form videos, like long form readings and things like that, don't do very well on YouTube, and it is a struggle. And I know that lots of you love those videos. So my plan is to read like entire books to you all through a series of audio clips and videos over long periods of time, because I love sharing knowledge with all of you. That way we don't have to worry about some of the restrictions on YouTube, because there's lots and lots of them. Patreon gives us free reign. So for example, a book that I want to read here is from the 19th century, and it's called The Lancashire Witches by William Harrison Ainsworth. I am planning on reading this entire book in full on my Patreon in the coming months. So if you want that, I mean, if you want to see Wilbury, you can also see him there. He's kind of hard to hold. He's so floppy. I think he might have some ragdoll in him. But I'd also like to share historical images, favorite pieces of folklore, particularly from the British Isles, but I'm going to try and bring in some other areas of the world too. And book reviews, book recommendations, mini hauls. I will probably even film the process of like collaging and making the mail outs, which I'll send to you. I want you to be involved in as much as possible. And I'm an avid gardener, so if you want gardening tips, beyond the magical herb bundle video, which this is one of the bundles that I made here. This one has lavender and cedar in it. I'll just light it here. I'll take lots of video of my garden, of sowing seeds, planting things, updates. I just want to give you more personal access, but, you know, like not flood you with it on YouTube itself, like put it somewhere special and sacred. And I have a huge library. Like, I hope I never have to move because the amount of books in my house is ridiculous. A lot of silly books like this 90s book on candlelight spells. I think it would be a fun series on Patreon to look at dubious witchcraft books and try a couple of the spells. And this is a very small fraction of the stuff that I have for mailouts. I have like tubs of things that I've been gifted over the years of scrapbooking stuff, and like postcards and all sorts of things. And it doesn't matter where you live in the world, I will send you the mailouts. I will pay for the postage. It doesn't matter. This is my treat to you. And I want to give you reviews of tarot decks as well, oracle cards. This is one of my favorites here. I love the card packs. They're so pretty. And just show you more of my collection. I will continue to do my weekly uploads on YouTube. But Patreon will be a more consistent way to see my content. If you are one of those subscribers that loved when I uploaded twice a week, there's going to be a lot more content for you on Patreon. So please, please, please come and sign up. We'd love to have you. I also was recently talking to a couple of you and asking about why I didn't start a Patreon. I really wanted to make sure that I had a backlog of content ready for you. And so I've been working on compiling tons of amazing witchy goodness for many months, since last year actually, so that we're ready to go, and there's lots and lots for you on the way. A mix of audio and video and all sorts of other things. But I am an academic. I am an early career academic, and the market is absolutely terrible. It's horrifying. It's very scary. So the way that I am making a living right now is actually going to be through YouTube and Patreon for the foreseeable future. So this is a great way to support my research, and I really appreciate you if you've made it all the way to the end of this video. I adore you. You are already the witchiest friend. So again, all of the links are in the video and in the description. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I never thought it would be possible for me to even make a Patreon. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my being. And with that, I hope that I see you at Big Furry Witch ASMR